Hey, girlfriend, Ingafay here. Super excited to be here with you today. And if you are a female entrepreneur that's introverted and making at least $50,000 a year, this video is for you. And we will see you the other side. Well, hello there again. We are here today talking to you about how to attract high ticket clients without cold outreach for introverted CEOs. So let's do this, shall we? Well, I want to tell you that when it comes to business advice, most business advice is all about getting you to get the potential sale. This is when you see somebody, you're initially going to talk about your product or your service. And this creates a lot of transactional energy that people can feel a mile away. And typically when they feel this energy, they really want to be nowhere around you because they can sense that you're trying to sell them something, when they just want to kind of hang out, be seen, heard, and understood. So when you're portraying this type of energy, they know that you are trying to get something from them, which is why I wanted to share with you my authentic connection framework. Now, this is to help you build a connection with the folks that you're interacting with. And as a result of building this connection and using this framework, you're going to come from more of a place of service where you're looking to help, not to just sell. Okay. So the first component of this authentic connection framework is called the service mindset. And you want to come from a place of service by thinking more about how you can help the person more so than how you can sell them your product or service. And this shift of intention can definitely be felt because people feel that energy when they interact with you. One of the ways that I do this is I think of just coming from service, asking people about, their business, what kind of business they have, finding more about maybe the challenges that they have, and not assuming that what I have is what they're looking for. So just asking questions, those pre-qualifying questions, to really determine if the person in front of you is in your particular niche. That's why it's so important to have a niche, so you'll know exactly who you're looking for. Because when you serve everyone, you end up serving no one. So you want to make sure that you know who you're looking for and then ask those questions coming from a place of service that will allow you to really connect with the person and see if you can essentially help them, or maybe that if you have someone in your network that could serve them better, that you could pass them on as a referral. The second element that I want to share with you is just having the curiosity approach, just being naturally curious about the person that you're interacting with. Rather than pitching your service, you're just genuinely curious about their situation. And the better questions that you ask, the more deeply you can understand what the real need is. That's the great thing about us introverts. We can really listen to people and have a strong empathy for the things that they're going through, and then be able to come up with customized solutions that help them with their essential problem. Not trying to come up with something generic that's made for everybody, but based on just listening to people, being able to really connect with them and know exactly what they need based on what they've told us. And one of the ways that I like to do this is if someone tells me about their business, one of the things I say on a repeat basis is, can you tell me a little bit more about that? Or what does that mean? That way you'll get more in depth on exactly what they're talking about. And it gives you more of a sense on how you could potentially help them, like I said, or be able to share them with someone else. So be sure to ask those questions, because at the end of the day, people want to feel seen. They want to feel heard. They want to feel understood, and they want to be around people that could help them improve their life and give them more of a positive perspective of their life. So you want to make sure that you're asking questions so you can do just that. The next element that I wanted to share with you is coming from a place of value. So you're providing value first, having that value first philosophy. So when you lead with value and not your offer, that is what you want to essentially do. Because if you help first, then the sale is going to definitely come a whole lot easier because they know that you're coming from a place of service and that you're not just trying to sell them something, that you're genuinely wanting to understand and then help them get to their desired promised land. In addition to that, it's going to also help you build trust and positions you as a trusted advisor, not a vendor. Okay. So when you do that, you again are allowing them to know that you are someone that they can trust and that over the long haul, you're going to really help them develop whatever skills that they need to develop. But you are doing it from a place of service. I kind of think of it like kind of dating your leads. Can you remember the time when you met your significant other? You spent time together. You got to know the person. And how did you get to know them? First and foremost, you spent the time. And then secondly, you started asking questions to have a better understanding of their background, their experiences in life, and then finding out if you guys had commonalities, some things in common that really allowed you to really be able to connect and build that relationship. The same thing comes into place when it comes to your clients. Granted, when you are dating your clients or really dating your prospects, you're getting to know them and really pre-qualifying them for some of the offers that you may have. And then after you find out what the need is, then you can do what's called a value ladder, where you're able to connect the need, the challenge that they have with a potential solution that maybe you have in your toolkit, a framework that you have that you provide to your customers, or a checklist or some kind of resource that will help them get to their desired promised land. So the key is really to come from a place of service and not to be always selling. Because typically that is what we're taught. The traditional way of sales is always to be selling and always to be talking about your product or service and always being loud and being very aggressive about the sale. When you do it this way, first and foremost, you're honoring your authenticity, which allows you to really come from a place of service, come from a place of listening and empathy, and really being able to have that time to have a deep dive about what the person is actually saying so you can give them a solution that will help them get to their next level. So with all that said, I'm curious, which of these 3 elements are you already doing? And then last, what are of the 3 elements that you haven't implemented yet that you're planning to do as a result of watching this video? I would love to know that. So share that in the comments. And if you would like more frameworks like these and other tools that we have in our Introverted Advantage Accelerator, by all means, come to our webinar. You can scan this QR code right here, and it will give you the next date that we're doing it so you can register and be a part of the event. It is a free event, and we share some of the other techniques that we use to help you use your introversion as a superpower and allow you to scale your business without sacrificing your authenticity or your energy. So for more information about that webinar, be sure to click the link here. And as always, share this video with 3 of your introverted girlfriends. You know, we're all about serving introverted CEOs and solo entrepreneurs that are making at least $50,000 annually in their business, and they want to scale without sacrificing their authenticity and their energy. So if you have any of your girlfriends that are in your circle that you think would very much benefit from this video, by all means share them. Share, like I said, with 3 of them so we can keep this movement going. We're all about helping people use their introversion as a superpower and not a limitation. And we really want to help introverted female CEOs and entrepreneurs rise as they do this. But as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. And share the video. Bye for now.